Alright, Shalom, coming to the name of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, who taught me the truth, and salutations unto the Archim that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity. And I'm entitled this quick impromptu video. Don't get drawn in. Alright, don't get drawn in. Now over here in the UK, we got this petrol shortage, this fuel shortage, and I was at work the other day, and lately, side note, I've been having a lot of dreams lately. Having a lot of dreams, and the Lord permits I might do some lessons on those dreams, and cause it's spiritual stuff that I've been dreaming about. Sometimes the dreams is bullshit, but yeah, I might do some lessons on some dreams that I've been having, and bring out some precepts on that. Just remember that. But anyhow, I was at the job the other day, and this woman, started talking about the fuel shortage, and she was like, "Oh, if you can get me, I'm running flat. If you can get me some fuel and bring it in a jerry can, then I'll pay you." And I just said, yeah. Because she said that as I was walking out of the job, clocking out of the job. I said, yeah, cool, whatever. And then I just left. Now, when I left, I was thinking, people, we're heading into that time where, people are going to start asking people for favors, and can you just do this for me? We're heading back into that trading, real trading for what it in its purest form. You got 2 loaves of bread. Okay, I'll take a loaf of bread because I've got 5 fish, so I'll give you 3 fish and you give me 1 loaf of bread. Well, you got a jacket, I've got some shoes, some boots. If you give me the jacket, because where you're going is wet. If you give me the jacket, I'll give you the boots, because where you're going is wet, the Wellington boots, and you give me the jacket because where I'm going is cold up that direction, so let's do a trade. We're heading back into that type of spirit, so we're very much at the end. But yeah, I see the desperation in her face and everything, and she asks me, and when you thought about it, the answer is no, really. Number one, because you're a fucking Hamite. She's a Hamite. So why am I concerned about Hamite? Now, if it was a brother, if for that matter, why would I be concerned if it's an Israelite? Fuck them, man. Alright? Not all Israel is Israel. There's the Israel of the Most High. If it's a brother, part of the brotherhood in the circle, then yeah, I'd go out my way, to help, and I'd pray that, I pray and I know that the sincere Akim would go out their way for me too, okay, which has been done, all right, many a times in the past, okay. But the reason I name this lesson is don't get drawn in is because the people of this world are going to realize that there's something different about you, that being around you could be somewhat of a benefit to them, But fuck these people, man. Okay? Fuck them. If your car runs out, mate, and you can't drive it anymore, fuck you. Don't care. Okay? Because all these favors and all these, okay, you're going to get drawn in, man. You're going to get drawn in. Alright? Right, this is the book of Matthew 12:49. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, "Behold my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother, sister, and mother." Because what happened, Lord's actual mother and his sister, um, and his brothers came to speak to him, you know, and Lord had younger, younger sister, younger brothers. He was the eldest, man, out of his biological, brothers and sisters, and two were in truth, and two were just regular Israelites, man. And his sister's relevant, but she's back here. She's back here. Or she could be, only the Lord knows. But most likely the brothers are most likely the Lord's brothers that were in the truth, they're back here, and probably the other two as well. But the point is that they wanted to speak to the Lord, and the Lord was already occupied, man. And we're already occupied. We already got the brotherhood to be occupied about. So fuck these other people, man. Me fucking have my asking me, a woman as well, if you want to go to the petrol station for me and get me a jerry can. No, the fuck I don't, man. Okay? Because you're not a brother and you're not a sister. Alright? You don't do the will of the Father. You can't do the will of the Father according to righteousness anyhow, as far as that's concerned, because you're a Hamite. Okay? Alright? Because when it was us in captivity under them fucking them so-called Egyptians, right? When we were serving hardcore slavery then, they weren't doing the Egyptian residents, local community weren't doing nothing for us. So fuck them, man. But it's small things like that, get me this, get me that, and then you do it, and the next thing it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit more, it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit more, it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit more, and before you know it, you just brother so and so, the PC community Israelite, man, and you just lost the spirit of the times because you're concerned about helping everybody, man. You in that day, right? The book of Amos speaks about the family of the word. In that day, you're gonna have a lot of people coming to us. Oh, teach me this, teach me that. But the Lord said, there's gonna be a family of the word. So the Lord's gonna take the spirit off of his men to teach, man. There's gonna come a time when people come and ask you and ask me questions, and we're not gonna answer them. What does this mean? And we're gonna say, nah, I'm not telling you. Or we might start mocking them, because the Lord said, I will laugh when your calamity cometh. And how the Lord going to do that? Through his men. So your Lord power do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So the time will come when people, come to us and ask us questions, and we're going to take the piss out of them. Oh, brother, what's the name of the Lord again? What's the name of the Lord? What's the name of the Son? You might be like, oh, I don't know, maybe I forgot. You didn't forget, but, you just taking the piss out of them, But yeah, man, don't get drawn in. Be concerned about the brotherhood, man. If they do the will of the Father, then yeah, that's the brotherhood, man. But anyone outside of that is a liability. Don't start doing no favors, going out your way for people, because you're going to get drawn in, man. Whosoever doeth the will of the Father in heaven, the same as my brother, sister, and mother. So with that, I'm out. Shalom.